Very good morning, all of you. So, in that section, today we'll discuss about the DBs of SQL part by using the first today we will do the installation part of PostgreSQL. We do the installation of Angular that will discuss the day for 2 days. In that, we'll do some technical part in that section. Just we do the installation and other tasks. So later on we'll start the SQL statement fundamentals. In that we'll check for the different kinds of queries like select, insert, like that. After that we perform the group by statements. So if you want to retrieve the group by information, so like that, here we have a clause. So after that we'll perform the join operation. So join is the most important operation, and majorly they are using in the DBMS. After that, we'll perform the advanced SQL commands. Okay, SQL stands for Structured Query Language. Make a note of. After that, we'll start for creation of database and tables. We already did by using the database design. We were trying to design the database. We are trying to create that diagram, and after that, by using that diagram, we're trying to implement that database by using forward engineering model. So similarly, if you want to create a table by using some queries, for example, create database name, how create table name in round bracket values in round bracket attribute name, data type name. So like that, we can do the operation. After that, we can perform some conditional expression and procedures in the DBMS part. And after that, we'll start for the PostgreSQL with Python. We'll connect your PostgreSQL with Python. Okay. So this is the path. By using that we can learn the DBMS part 2, and it took more time. Okay, so दिखने में ऐसे भी 8 to 9 points दिख रहे हैं, but when we talk about the SQL statement fundamentals, so we need to cover all the basic commands as well as advanced commands. So it took some more time. So for that, just first of all we need to do the installation. See, if you want to perform the basic fundamentals, like for example, I want to retrieve the data from database. For that, we require a database. For that, we require a table. For that, we require a data inside that table. So then we can able to do the operation. So for that reason, what should I do? For what should we do? We will create some existing database. We will use that database and will restore that database. Okay. So let's start with some installation part. So in that installation, we will install two softwares. First one is a PostgreSQL engine, and second one is a PGAdmin. I already informed to the all students to download this application, and I already provide the way how to download that application. But do not install without a proper knowledge. So that's why I'm saying, and yesterday, do not install that application. Just download it. So the first PostgreSQL engine is required, and later on PGAdmin is required. So let's discuss why we require this software. Okay. So the PostgreSQL engine that stores the data and reads the query and return the information. So we already know that a database is nothing but collection of data. We store the data. Whenever we require, we will retrieve that data. Okay. So for example, if you want to store the data into database, so for that reason, we will use for that we will use a PostgreSQL. Okay, so in that section we are storing the data inside that, and whenever we require that data, we'll retrieve the data from the database. Okay, we'll process some queries and we'll retrieve the data. Again, so this is the command prompt. So by using command prompt, we need to do the operation by using a PostgreSQL. But here is one option is available called as a PGAdmin. PGAdmin is nothing but graphical user interface for connecting with PostgreSQL. Okay, so PGAdmin is a just way available. By using that browser, we can easily access the PostgreSQL. Okay, so just it is a graphical user interface, nothing else. Just we will install the PostgreSQL, and later on we'll access that PostgreSQL with PGAdmin. Gradual user interface for connecting with PostgreSQL. So let's start with installation part. So here I have an installation of 5 steps, different kinds of steps to do the operation. first we'll download and install the PostgreSQL. Okay, so first of all, first task download करेंगे, फिर after that we'll install. Later on we'll download and install pgadmin application. Okay, we'll download and install that pgadmin application. So now third step, we'll download the tarball. Okay, what is a tarball? It's a zip file, compressed zip file. Okay, so we'll download that file. So I will share that file. Just I have that file and I will share with email or share with a WhatsApp group. Okay, just you need to download that file. Why we require that file? This file contain a database, and that database contains a certain amount of tables, and that table contains information. So we can able to perform the practical. For example, I want to retrieve the data from the database. For that reason, we require a table name. For that reason, we require the data. So if you don't have a data, then how we can able to perform the operation? So first of all, we need to understand the existing data. First of all, we need to understand all existing data. For example, I want to perform a join operation or group operation. How we can able to perform if you don't know the concept? For that reason, what should I do? What should we do? Just we will use this tarball and we will fetch that data into our database. That means that technique is called as a restoration of database. Okay, so that technique is called as a restoration of database. So we will install the PostgreSQL. Later on, we'll install the pgadmin, and I will share all the videos. Okay, so don't worry about that. Even how to install the PostgreSQL, how to install the pgadmin, how to restore the data. We will create a separate. I will create a separate video and I will upload it on the I will upload it on YouTube channel, so you can watch that video. Okay, so don't worry about it. Once we restore the data, so after that we'll restart the computer, and after that we'll restore the. Once we download the data, after that we'll restart the computer, and after that we'll restore the database. So these are the 5 different kinds of steps that are available. So these steps we need to use. So in the third section, just download Tarball. That is nothing but just I will provide a file with name called as a DVD renter, and after that you can download and save on your desktop. Okay, inside the desktop you have to store this application like PostgreSQL, pgadmin, and that Tarball. So let's do one by one. So here is a way to download and install the PostgreSQL. So this is the diagram. Just you can visit the website. So in that website, just open Google. Yes, I will show you what are the ways to download it. Here click download PostgreSQL download. So here Rathod. Okay. So here we need to download the PostgreSQL software. So here is a PostgreSQL download. So Google, enter the Google and enter that type PostgreSQL download. So click on that and we get the first website. Okay. So here is the official website www.postgresql.org. So click on that website, and afterwards, so these are the options that are available. So you can download that applications from this download section. Okay, and here we get the latest release information and downloads. Okay, so click on the downloads. यहाँ से आपको download करना है. And here if you have a Mac OS, if you have Linux OS, if you have binary OS or Windows, just click on that. Just important note is there. So assume that your architecture, computer architecture is a 32-bit. If your architecture is 32-bit, in that section, you can download the application of PostgreSQL version 10. Okay, this one is a difference because if you're trying to install this application inside your PC and if architecture is a 32-bit, then that architecture does not support the version 13, that the architecture does not support 12 and 11. Make a note of that. Okay, so for that reason, you need to understand this concept. So if you are trying to select this version, make a note of that. You need to identify what type of architecture you have. Okay, so if you want to check, just open the my computer option and go to the this PC, right click on and check the property. So inside that property, see system type 60 to 64 bit. यहाँ आपको system type दिखेगा. Okay, so that means you can easily identify what type of architecture we have. So if you have 64-bit architecture, then I will suggest download 13 version. PostgreSQL का version 13 download करना है. If you don't have a 64-bit, then use 32-bit platform. In that you can use a 10 version. Okay, make a note of that. ये difference याद रखना है. If you have 32-bit architecture and you're trying to download the 13 version, then it cannot be executable on your 32-bit architecture. So again, you need to download the version 10. So for that, make a note of that. Okay, use 13. We use 10. So after that, just click on the download and install. So here we need to click on the download and install. So the window will be appear. Again, it will show the different kinds of versions. So here the current version is a 13.4, and here I'm trying to use the Windows 80 x86-64. So you click on that, download it. Okay, so if you have a 32-bit architecture, then use 10.18. Okay, so click on here to download that application. So this is the way by using that you can download the application. Now how will you install that application? This is the most important thing. How will you install that application? So just right click on that application and trying to run as an administrator. Once you can install it, once you can install it, so you can easily once you can download it, you can easily install it. So right click and this window will be appear. Okay, setup of PostgreSQL. Okay. So among you, few students already did the installation, but these conditions are required. So it will use installation directory. I will share this document with you. So make it as it is. Do not change that. So directory. After that, these tools are required. Okay. So here we are installing the pgadmin, stack builder, command line tool, PostgreSQL. Again, we need to install the pgadmin also. So I will explain what version we required about that. So this is about that. So after that, it will ask for the storage where we can store our databases. So database की कहाँ store करना है? So in that folder, it will ask for the path. For that, this is the most important point over here. So we need to set the password. Okay, make a note of that. If we forgot the password, then we cannot able to reset. So for that reason, use a simple password. For that reason, just we need to use a simple password. For example, admin password or your name, whatever it may be. Just use simple password and don't forget the password. Okay. If we are trying to reset that password, then we cannot able to do that. Whole data will be lost. Okay. So for that reason, make a note of that. We need to enter the simple case password. Afterwards, just we need to use the port number. So these are the port numbers of PostgreSQL. So it will depend on the version. For example, I'm trying to use a version 30 of PostgreSQL. The port number will be a 5432. Okay. So if you're trying to use a different kinds of version, then it will be changed. For example, 5431 is there, 5430 is there. Okay. So don't worry about the port number. So this port number, our server can accept the values and he can receive and send the information. So that's why we require a port number. So this one is advanced options. So it will locate your new database cluster. So use as it is, don't worry. And after that, just pre-installation summary. What is a directory? Server installation directory, port number क्या है, database super user का नाम क्या है, like that. So it will use some predefined thing. So make it as it is and don't worry about that. Click on the next. Your installation will be begin. Okay. So this is the first part. Your installation will be begin, and after the installation we get this window. Okay. Inside that, make a note of that. Just click on this uncheck box. We can click on this uncheck box. Okay, we do not stack builders, do not start that stack builder. So just click on this. that, click on send off. लेक्चर मध्ये लेक्चर झाल्यावर करतो मी. So in that section, we need to uncheck on this box, and after that we need to click the finish. Okay, so here I have given text box. So uncheck above the checkbox. So make a note of that. Okay. So this is a part first. In that we did the installation of PostgreSQL. So next, and for the live demo, these are the slides only. So for live demo, I will upload the video for how to install that PostgreSQL. So don't worry about that. So today I will share four different kinds of video. So this lecture video, after that the installation of PostgreSQL, after that the installation of pgadmin, and after that how to restore the data. So I will share four different kinds of video. So now step 2, download and install the pgadmin. Just go to the Google and type pgadmin. You will get this website www.pgadmin.org. Click on that website, so you will get the website view pgadmin. Okay, so in that section we can go from the download also, and we can use links also. So these are the pages, two different pages. So if you want to click on the download pages, so you can download or click on download, and if you don't want to use, then we can use the external quick links. So here we can click on the download option. So इसके अंदर download के अंदर भी click कर सकते. So after that, this is the pgadmin 4. Okay, so there are different kinds of operating systems are available where we can use the pgadmin. So we can use the in container. Container is called as in Kubernetes. Okay, so concept of Kubernetes में भी हम use कर सकते हैं. macOS is there, Python is there, apt is there, rpm is there, Red Hat Enterprise का जो version है, and after that Windows is there. So we will use for Windows only. Okay, right now. So click on the Windows. So these kinds of versions will be available. But note of that, if we select the 32-bit architecture, if we select the 32-bit architecture, see 32-bit supports available on version 4.29. Okay, so according to your architecture, you need to download. Okay. If you are trying to use the PostgreSQL as a version 13, then you can download the latest pgadmin. Okay. But if you are trying to use the 32-bit architecture, then I will suggest here, the company suggests they will support for the 4.29. Okay, so जैसे भी आप इसे ड्रॉप डाउन करोगे ना, तो ये वर्जन अवेलेबल होगा 4.29. This one is a 5.6. So you can select 4.29. Okay, so once we download, once we click on that option, we get this file. ये parent directory की two different files open हो गए. ये version 5.6 है Windows का. So in that, just you need to download this file. So I think I already shared this document on yesterday. Just download that application. So this is the information, you can download it, and once you download it, you can install. So installation of pageyard means once right click on that installation, and after that just install for me only. Okay, for testing purpose, we're doing the operation on your local machine. We're not connecting any server. Okay. So right now just install for me. Click on the install for me. Afterward, this wizard will come, and after that we need to click on the next. After that, this is the pgadmin setup. So in that case, I accept the agreement. Click on that accept and click on next. Okay. So after that, it will ask for the directory where we can store the data of pgadmin. So here we create the directory for that, where we can install that pgadmin. So after that, this is the select start menu bar. So if you want, the pgadmin will be available in your start menu. So make it as it is. Click on the next. That we need to install the pgadmin. So the next important part. So finish, and we successfully store that information. We successfully installed. Now, up till now, we successfully installed the PostgreSQL SQL engine, and after that we install the pgadmin. The PostgreSQL is used to store and retrieve the data, because it's engine. We can create the database and we can store the database. Whereas pgadmin is used to connect that database with graphical user interface, means by using a browser we can easily store, insert, we can perform different kinds of operation. Okay, that's why we use the PG admin. Okay. So now we require some pre-exiting data. So download a tarball. Tar is nothing but it is an extension. We already learned in a Linux thing. Okay, how to create a compress and decompression algorithm. So if you want to create a compression and decompression algorithm, we use to tarball. Okay. So for that, we created a tarball in that certain tables. I have fetched this document from website, so it contains a different kinds of name. Don't worry about that. Different kinds of city, but we need to perform the practical. Okay, for example, if you want to perform a joins group by, we require a certain amount of data, and according to that, we require a table system. So for that reason, just I have downloaded that. We will restore that. That means we will use that data inside our database. Okay, so today we'll discuss how we'll do that. So this file contains existing schema. So we will restore that schema. Schema is nothing but tables, tabular format where attributes are available, table name is there available, and after that some data is available. So this file contains a schema. Oh, so we will restore that schema and perform the operation of this. Okay. So I will share this tarball using an email or I will share with WhatsApp. Don't worry about that. So you can do the practical. Afterwards, just I have downloaded and after that restart your computer. Once you completed the installation part, you need to restart your computer. Later on, just we need to restore the database. So for that reason, whenever we install that database, okay, so whenever we install the PostgreSQL, so now we need to restore the database. For that reason, we require pgadmin. So click on the start menu and pgadmin. So in that section, just we need to right click on and try to apply. So once we open that, so we'll get this such a type of thing. We will get such a type of thing. So in that section, whenever we use the first time pgadmin, we need to enter the password. We already enter the password in a PostgreSQL database. So this password is applicable for only what? This password is applicable for SQL. Now we need to use the password for pgadmin. So don't confuse about that. So this is password to reconnect your database server. So just enter as it is password as your name or as your birth date like that. But make a note of that. Just remember your password. Okay. So here we need to enter the password and click on the OK. Once we reset the password, now this window will be appear. Okay. Such a type of window will be appear. So now we need to restore the database. I will show live demo for the restoration of database. So in that, this kind of server is there, and this one is a PostgreSQL is there. So after that, database and some operations setup. Okay, so let's do the practical. So before that, we require a software. So let's check on the software, Python, and in DBsoft, we have these three software, and we have this tar file. Okay, so that contains some table. Okay, and we will restore that tables. So make a note of that. This one is a path. So here we click on the pgadmin. pgadmin. First time it took some 2 to 3 minutes. Make a note of that while starting that application in first time. More time as compared to the regular time. Don't worry about that. नहीं तो चालू ही नहीं हो रहा है या start ही नहीं हो रहा है ऐसे. So it takes some time. So wait for few minutes. It will start the background services. So for that it require more time. So now see this one is open. So please you enter your master password. So my password is a password. So click on that and click on OK. So this one is your pgadmin. So just we are accessing the PostgreSQL server by using this graphical user interfaces, nothing else. Okay. So just we are accessing the PostgreSQL database. So here we have a list of servers available. So now we have PostgreSQL and we have different kinds of three database. Okay. So जब भी आप first time perform करोगे ना, तो in that case just it will show one database. Okay. So it will show only one database. So the name of the database is a Postgres. Okay. And I have imported these other databases. So don't worry, नहीं तो मेरे पास TYCSC का नाम नहीं आ रहा है, POCV का नाम नहीं आ रहा है. So don't worry about it. This one is a graphical representation of your data. Okay. So block of input output, tuples out कितने हो रहे हैं, tuples in कितने हो रहे हैं, database session क्या है, transaction per second कितना लग रहा है. So like that we require to use this information. So now we are here to access your database. Now we need to insert the, we need to restore the database. For that we require a database. So what should I do? Click on the database, right click on that and click on create database. So after few days, we need to create a database by using command. But right now we are here, we are use a graphical user interface to create the database. So for example, here I'm trying to use college using a PSCOE underscore college as a database name. Database is created, but in that database we don't have any database. So these are the by default options over here: subscription schema, publication, foreign data wrappers, extensions, event triggers, catalogs, and pass like this. So we have a bunch of options are available, but right now we don't have a data. If you want to check the data inside your database, just click on the schema. Click on the schema, and inside that schema, click on the tables. Inside that schema, click on the table. So right now I don't have a table, so the list does not show any table. Right now I don't have a table. Okay. So that means just we have an empty database created having the name called as a TES. Okay. So now we'll restore the data. So right click on that data. So right click on the database and click on option restore. Click on option. So here is a custom or tar. So file name we require to here enter the path of that file name. Okay. So you can browse, you can copy paste over here or you can browse from this. So click on that browse option and just I have created this option. So just here use user Arvind Zado and just you need to browse that कहाँ रखा है आपने. So just here I entered in the desktop. In that desktop Python soft is there. Python soft is there. In that Python soft dbsoft is there, and this dvd rental tar file is available. So click on that dvd rental tar file. Okay. So I already mentioned that this is a predefined database which is already exported, and now we need to restore it. Okay, that means we are trying to import the tables, perform some operation. Okay. Because see, we need to understand. We don't know about that how to create a table. We don't know how to create a table database, how to insert value, how to update value. Then we cannot able to perform different kinds of operation. So for that reason, we need to use our existing data. So click on that DVD rental and click on the select button. Afterwards, click on the restore option and just sections में pre data, post data and data को on करना है. That's it. So these are the section. Just click on the pre data, post data and data. The restore. So it took some time to restore the data. Restore object created. Restored backup on the server PostgreSQL 30 localhost old port number 5432 and the done here operations were successful. So click on that and just trying to check the table. Does we have the tables? Does we restore the data? So click on the PSCOE, click on the schema. Don't worry about that and click on the tables. So right now we don't have data because we need to refresh our server. So for that, we need to refresh our check. Refresh it, click on server and refresh it. Click on that PostgreSQL and just open the PES College, PES College, that schema, open after that table. See, here we get the option tables and one symbol is also available. Click on that. Here we get the 15 tables. That means we successfully restored the database. So make a note of that while performing job as a database administrator in that section. आपको डेली बैकअप भी लेना पड़ता है, वीकली बैकअप भी लेना पड़ता है और वो बैकअप को रिस्टोर भी करना पड़ता है. So first of all we learn about how to backup, how to restore the data. So in that section we did the practical restoration. Here we get the one error. आपको एक error आ सकता है while using that application. Path is not set. इन दैट सेक्शन अगर पाथ सेट का कुछ एरर आ रहा है आपको, show you where you need to use. So click on the server. Here we need to use configure path. Path का अगर एरर आए, I will create one video also and I will upload that video. Okay, it took some time. Up to 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, I will create all the videos and I will share with you. You can easily perform the practical. So अगर ये problem आता है तो then I will cover this option also. Okay, so configure path. Click on the paths. Just different kinds of versions होंगे. So here I'm using a 13 version. Just you need to copy this path. Okay. So ये PostgreSQL कहाँ रखा है आपको? पिन तक का पाथ यहाँ देना है. So ये देखने के लिए आपको C में जाना पड़ेगा. प्रोग्राम फाइल्स PostgreSQL वर्जन 13 है और उसका पिन का पाथ. अगर ये देते हो तो ये पाथ का इशू नहीं आएगा. फर्स्ट टाइम यूजर के लिए डेफिनेटली while creating a database it will generate an error. इसको पाथ ही नहीं मिलेगा कहाँ डेटा, like that stuff. So this is the tables are created. Now just we'll fetch that information by using query. So we'll get the idea how we'll fetch the information. So just click on your database PES College, right click it and open query tool. This one is a query tool. We can perform the operation. Even we can perform the operation on MySQL Workbench also. Okay. So, but I think that we need to learn two kinds of database. So that's why we did the practical on Workbench of database design, and now we are doing the part two on PostgreSQL. So now the PostgreSQL is a most demanding application, demanding database. So for that we can implement that practicals on what we say PostgreSQL. Now we'll fire the query. So don't worry about the query. अगर नहीं समझ में आती है तो for example, but just I am trying the data of I'm accessing the data of actor table. So this one is an actor table or this one is an attribute table address. So just any of them. Just if you want to access the data, you can select. Okay. So here is a custom is also there. So just I am trying to access the data. Select. This is the command. All means asterisk sign from all from that you will use a semicolon to terminate the statement. Is the command is available to execute the operation. So click on that execute. So right now I don't have any data output. No data output. Execute query to get the output. So click on that and execute it. See, I'm trying to get the data. Successfully run. And these are the customer. Okay, so this is the customer ID, store ID, first name, last name. Does this form is in first NF? Does this form contains only single value? Yes, it contains a single value. So हमने जो पढ़ा था पार्ट वन में, ये यहाँ हमें एप्लीकेबल होगा कि सिंगल वैल्यूज क्या होती है, डबल वैल्यूज क्या होते हैं. Okay, so single NF क्या होता है? Does that first name is depend on the customer ID or any other depend on that? So address is there. Okay, date is there, like that stuff. Okay, so if you want to retrieve the data from another, so the names are different. So I already told that I have downloaded this application, this DB file from net. So it contains some another name. So don't worry about that. So we need to perform the. So just we'll select the data from staff. Here we have a staff folder. So blindly नहीं करना है. Just आपको check करना है कि आपके पास है क्या नहीं. Yeah, for example, I am trying to accessing the data from PESCV and the table is not exist. Not able to access that table. Why? have a table. So आपको पता होना चाहिए कि किसके अंदर से हमें डेटा निकालना है. See, relation POC does not exist. Exist ही नहीं बोल रहा है. That means we don't have a table. Execute that. There are two staffs are available and the name and another attributes are available. So like that, if you want to check the category, you can also check the category. Like that, you need to perform the operation. Itself, you need to perform all the tasks. Okay. Task PPT. Right now, I will share the PPT, so we'll get the idea. But if you have any error, so you will get the error in the time of data restoration. यहाँ भी error आ सकता है. और if you have 32-bit architecture laptops, then again desktops, then again there is a chances to generate an error. Okay, so for that reason, don't worry about that. किसी का भी नहीं होता है तो let me know about that. I will discuss and I will resolve the issue. But today itself, we need to perform these all tasks. I want these 5 tables: actor, address, and all this data. Okay. So city, country, film, like that. These 15 tables are required to perform next operation. For example, I want to perform select. If you don't know about the select, don't worry about that. Okay, so this is the command to retrieve the data from the database. So if you want to retrieve the data from database, then this command is useful. Like that. Okay, so don't worry about that. Select command. So what is the meaning of star, from, category? So नहीं समझ में आ रहा है? Don't worry about that. Just restore the table, and what I taught, just create it. Okay, and after creation, just send the screenshot of this restoration of data. Access करके एक table access करके उसका restoration का एक snap से भेज के snap निकाल के आप group पे भेज दो. जो we can observe that किसने installation किया है किसने नहीं है, like that. Okay, so this is about that PG admin और ये task आपको करने हैं. So today we'll close lecture. If you have any query, let me know about that, and I will share the PPT right now. पूरे steps की PPTs मैं share करता हूँ. So follow the steps. Up to 2 o'clock, I will share the recording video also. Okay. So, जैसे बनाता हूँ तो after that I will share it as early as possible. Okay. So does anyone have query regarding that right now? Till now, does anyone have query?
No, sir.
So I will take the attendance, and after that we'll close the room. Okay, so I will share the PPT right now, and you can perform the practice. Tomorrow in the morning 9 o'clock we will start the actual implementation. Don't miss it. Okay. So for example, if I taught select query, you need to perform different kinds of select operation. Okay. So I will give you detailed knowledge, but डेली बेसिस पे मैंने जो पढ़ाई आपको टास्क करना पड़ेगा तो ही ये डीबी समझ में आएगा, अदरवाइज नहीं आएगा. Make a note of that. We'll close the lecture. Thank you. Have a nice day.